It's the real. It's the real. JT. It's the real. It's the real. It's the real. 504. JT. It's the real. It's the real. It's the real. 504. JT. Yeah, I got something to say for those that don't hate. I'ma say it in the week, one step at a time. To reach your goal, take your journey with me, and we can all unfold. It's the real 504. JT. It's the real.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Getting the Real JT 504, coming to you with another exclusive video. Before we get started the video, make sure you hit the subscribe button, turn your notification on, and let your friends and family know about these videos because we are putting out positive content. Make sure you also go to the podcast and subscribe to the podcast as well, because those that cannot see us on the video who's driving, we also have the podcast. So today we have a wonderful, wonderful guest, man. I met this guy, man. He's a phenomenal guy. He's an awesome guy, man. You see the weight loss and the tremendous struggle he had in his journey. It's been amazing. You can see the results. We'll put the pictures and the link in his bios and his Facebook and his YouTube channel, because he's also a YouTuber too now, I found out. But he does a lot of workouts. He does a lot of great things with his workouts. You got to see him. The results, I seen the videos last night. The power movements. And I got to ask you a question. Let's start it. Tell everybody your name.
How you doing, guys? So my name is Giancarlo, but everyone calls me JC. Yeah, man, like you were saying, so my journey pretty much started in February of last year, 2019. And for those of you guys that don't know, I was weighing 431 pounds.
Ooh.
Yeah, it was bad. It was 431, and one day I went to the cardiologist, and he told me, look, my legs were kind of purple, and the blood flow wasn't so good. And he's like, look, right now you're kind of surviving, but he goes, listen, you're gonna die in 3 years.
Wow. And
he says, and if you pray to God, he goes, you're gonna die in 2, but if you pray, maybe God will give you an extra one. So I left there crying. It destroyed me. At that time, my son was either 3 or 4 years old. So, it hit me where it needed to hit me. And then that got me motivated, and I started the journey. And, as I started, I just, I went all out. I said, you know what, let me lose it. Let me get some muscle. Let me do it the right way and learn, and I went to nutritionists. I went to psychologists. I did everything how it's supposed to be done, because the problem is up here. That's right. The main problem. Because you can fix the outside, but if you don't fix your head, you're done. It's over. You'll gain it right back, like a lot of people do.
That's 100% true. I tell people all the time, the biggest prison to break out is the prison inside your head. That's the biggest prison, and that's the one you built. That's the one that you blueprinted, you designed your own self, and it's so hard to break out, and that's your own prison. And that's so real about it. So you got to take your life back, and it's like a wonderful journey. I see a couple of your workouts on Facebook. I was like, he power doing it. He really doing it. And you have to. I think I lost you for a second, huh?
Yeah, for some reason it's.
There you go. You back.
Okay, sorry about that.
You back. But yeah, I tell people all the time, the workout struggle is real. It's all about, I tell people, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a nutrition, but I'm just a person who went through some things, can share some things with you, because as you know, I was 518 pounds, now I'm 275. I went down, dropped 5 more pounds. So it's been an awesome journey for me as well. I think I had my surgery, I tell you about it last year. I had surgery last year in October, which I have lost 233 pounds so far for my surgery. Last year I was bedridden in March. I was bedridden, so I couldn't move around. I was getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. From a size 7X, 6 or 7X, now down to 2 and 3X, and basically down to 2X, because I bought a 3X up, and it's too big now, so I had to go down to 2X. So it's a wonderful feeling just to go and buy clothes out of a normal store and have your clothes to fit you. You have to go to a special store, go to these special places and get it. So it's been an amazing journey, but enough about me, because I saw your journey. And if you ask yourself any kind of, go back and a little bit way back before that, how do you see your life now to your life then? How would you rate yourself?
Well, no, I don't. You know what? I don't know. That's a hard one because, you know, my life has done a total 360. I mean, I was exactly how you mentioned it, buying stores that Big and Tall and all these other DXL, and I couldn't walk. My life was from the bed to the sofa to the dining room table to the sofa back to the bed.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't think I mean, I don't want to say that I wouldn't be here, but I probably wouldn't be here because I was gaining weight at an impressive rate, and even work-wise, I was embarrassed to leave my house because I didn't want people that saw me before to see me now. So even financially, it was taking a hit.
Yeah.
And I'm a real estate agent, and thank God I've done very well for myself for the last 20 years. But mentally, it was messing me up.
Yeah, it does.
The going to the restaurants, my life would have been completely different. Completely different. I mean, this for me was the best decision ever, and the way I've done it, I feel has been the correct way, and that's what I try to teach everybody in my channel. I do everything for free. It's not one of those channels that I'm going to try to sell you a package or anything. No,
right.
Man, it's there to help people who need it. You said it yourself. You're not a bodybuilder. You're not a trainer. You're not a doctor. Neither am I. But I guarantee you, I know more than the doctor because I lived through it. Because if he didn't live through it, he doesn't know.
Those enclosures in your mind and enclosures in your brain that you think about, and it was nice that everybody sleep. You sitting up there thinking how to change and doing things, and those bad feelings and those good feelings and things that you want to do but you can't do. All that's in your mind. People who I could say who's in that lifestyle, who's actually smaller, who's not obese at the time, they don't think about the things that people who are obese think about. Like I was telling you yesterday, something like crossing your legs when you sit down. Getting up, going to the store, going out with your family. I feel like I was deprived of my family for things like that. I couldn't do those things with my family. I had my son and my grandkids, and I can't do things like that. I couldn't go out to a place like that. And, people who do those things, they think they just get up and go to the store, I had to think about getting up out of bed. It's like, I'm doing a 1, 2, 3 count, 1, 2. I'm going to get up in a second. My wife had to wake me up like maybe 30 minutes early to an hour early so I can get up out of bed and get my stimulus going to move.
Yeah.
So people who actually at that, I want to say, is not obesity, or not obese, don't suffer the pain a person obese going through. I say one thing, and I'm gonna let you keep talking, but you have to go through a storm to understand and how to weather a storm. That's exactly the biggest thing.
We relate so much because we went through the same thing. So
right.
It's like if I'm going to repeat the same thing you said, because it's like we both went through it. So, right. I mean, look, I can give you so many examples, like things that are so easy to tie my shoes. I couldn't tie my shoes. My wife had to tie my shoes. Mm-hmm. And she knew that it was time to tie my shoes because I'd be like, babe, you do me a favor? And then she'd come in because I didn't want anyone knowing that she had to tie my shoes.
Right.
I had the sleeping machine, the breathe.
The CPAP.
I had a baby next to me. You know how embarrassing that was? That was my son, my first kid. It was embarrassing. And showering, I'd shower every other day because showering was a project. Mm-hmm. I mean, things that are so simple, man, that people do. I got to a point where I couldn't do it. Yeah. So, I'm just happy that my life totally changed, man. I mean, my head right now, I have so many things that I can say because it's been such a fast, drastic change in such little time. Right. That it's just amazing. Like restaurants, I remember you walk in and you start looking and you're like, oh my God, it's a booth. Oh, I don't fit in the booth. or what was the other one? There's another one. Hold on. There's another one that's good. Was the restaurants, the showering, the shoes, the roller coasters at Disney.
Can't get on the rides.
Here in Florida, we have Disney World.
Yeah.
So you take your kid to Disney. He wants to go on the Mickey Mouse ride, the Dumbo ride, and I couldn't do it.
Can't get on with daddy.
I couldn't go with him It won't close.
Can't get on with
You
that.
know, you're in the middle of the summertime, 1,000 people in line, and they got to kick you out of the roller coaster because it doesn't close.
Yep, you can't fit on the roller coaster.
That kills you, man.
That hurts.
It kills you.
You can't do nothing with your kid. I think my biggest, like I said, biggest thing was, I think when my son had a recital at his school, he was in the band at the time, and they had those theater chairs, that the arms already just stay down, and the seat just flap up. I couldn't fit in those chairs. You know, going to the zoo with my grandkids, did a video with one of those. I went to the zoo with my grandkids, and I first started losing weight. I was able to walk the whole zoo. That was another big thing. And then another big thing is when we went to a comedy show. I always wanted to go to the comedy show. I would say I wanted to go, but I could never go because I could never fit in those chairs. I did a video with that. So, you know, just jumping those milestones that made you just able to go and do more and more things with your family, and you feel like it brought your life back. Like, you know what, I feel normal again. You know, just feeling normal. I was at the comedy show and the guy was big. He was obese and he couldn't fit in the chairs. And he tried to sit in and try to sit sideways and things. I know this problem. Everybody looking, because you know when you're big, you know somebody's always looking. You know somebody's always watching because the size of you, people are always watching you and just looking at you. You know, you might not think they are, but they're watching. They might not say nothing, but they're watching. And he couldn't fit in the chairs, and I understood. I understood exactly what they were saying. I heard somebody that he ain't gonna be able to fit in that chair. I said, he'll get it. He just gotta get another chair. But they accommodated and gave him one of those little fold down chairs to sit in. But nah, he's sitting right here. His wife got to accommodate, and it's just like you all track your whole family. You know, and it's sad. It's sad.
I know.
I had those feelings. I went to a gospel play. See this gospel lady. Her name was she's I can't think her name. She's a gospel. She's a pastor. She's a pastor, and we went to see her one day. Can't think of his pastor now. Think about it a minute, but we went to see her. I had to sit far back, not with my wife, because I couldn't fit in those chairs. So they gave me a fold-down chair. So that conversation from the play when we went to the comedy show actually was my dimension. I saw those things, and it was hurting. It's a hurting feeling. You know, it's embarrassing, hurting your family. Feel like, okay. It's okay. No, it's not okay, because now I'm offsetting the whole family because of my life.
Exactly.
You know, that hurts.
Exactly. Listen, you're saying this, and I'm like, I'm about to cry because I remember how it feels, man. It's horrible, man. It's horrible. Your life just like, boom, it pauses. It's like it's done, you know. And it's like, I don't know, man. And the worst part about it is, you continue eating, and you continue eating, and you know you're doing wrong, but you continue eating.
I'm gonna start tomorrow.
And it's like,
I'm gonna start it next week. I'm gonna start tomorrow. I'm gonna start tomorrow. I'm gonna start next week and continue eating, doing what you want to do. That's the sad thing about it, because you're always putting off what you could do today, and you continue eating. You know what? Tomorrow I'm gonna start all over. I brought everything for the diet, everything I need for the diet. Did the diet for about a week or two, maybe a month at the most. Go right back slipping. That's me.
I get you, man. I feel it 100%.
I saw your video last night, walking on a treadmill. Wait, it was beginners walking on a treadmill.
Right, I uploaded that one yesterday.
I saw that. It was an awesome video. I got to salute that. So if y'all don't know Mr. JC, he doing a lot of videos in the gym. He can teach a lot of people how to exercise in the gym, because, you know, like I tell people, you know, my thing was, to me, I said I was obese, so I wasn't able to walk. I wasn't able to be fit in the gym. I was not able to do things in the gym. So I started off working out in my house, just walking back and forth to the door, challenging myself, going up the stairs, challenging myself. You know, if I do it one time, I do it 2 times and see how fast I can do it. So I was always challenging myself. So what would you give a person, because I see you in the gym all the time. Look at the arms, y'all. Look at the arms. See, I saw the arms last night. But what would you tell a person who not able to go to the gym, who's not fit to go to the gym, and they'd be embarrassed to go to the gym? What would you tell somebody how to start off?
All right. So first, believe it or not, the people that are in the gym, they're not going to criticize you. They won't. They'll actually respect you and look up to you, because you actually have the courage to go to the gym and make the change. And you'd be surprised. A lot of people will want to help you out, and they will want to see you succeed. Okay, that's something that I learned in that community. If they, you know, it's people that if that's their life, they're going to help you. And it's got nothing to do with money. It naturally comes to them. So one, I would say, take away all that negativity, all that thinking that you have about the gym or being embarrassed. That's number one. Number two, let's say you don't want to, or you can't afford it, whatever reason. I started by walking around the block in my house. So I just walk one time around the block. And I have a video there that you can watch it. Everyone can watch it. And since I didn't record anything from my past, because I never thought about opening up a channel or anything. But then as I saw that people would ask me so many questions, I'm like, man, this can help out people all over the world. So I did a video of me now, kind of like rewinding back to how it was. And I just made a video. I said, look, this is how I'm walking. Normal, no specific speed, at whatever pace I can. The important thing is that your heart rate goes up, that you start sweating, that you feel like you're exercising. So I would tell you, look, start walking around the block. Go one time around, then go 2 times around, then go 3 times around until you feel more comfortable. And then jump into, getting a treadmill, things like that, till you feel more comfortable that you can do it. Now, as far as workouts, online, there's a whole bunch. But I'm actually, ever since I opened the channel, I had a lot of people ask me that same question. Do you have anything for home workouts? So what I'm doing is, and all of this is for free, I'm getting the trainers that help me. We're actually going to be doing a weekly video of different exercises that you can do at home for different body parts with things that you're going to find at home. So you can log in, you just go to the channel, go in, watch it whenever you want, or if we do a live stream, however we do it, so you guys can be able to do it.
Awesome.
Okay? And again, most important, it's free. I'm not going to sell nothing. Not now, not ever. So, I genuinely want to help. And I want people to know that they have somebody that actually does care.
Right.
And, that no matter how stuck they are, there's always a way out of that hole. Whether it's having surgery, whether it's going to the gym, whether it's, just eating less, there's always a solution. You understand?
Right.
And you can't give up. And the purpose of me, I don't know if I'm doing a competition, a before and after competition.
I was about to bring it up. Go ahead.
So the main reason I'm doing that is because it's something that I have to prove to the world and say, hey, guess what? You know what? I was weighing almost 500 pounds and I couldn't walk. And now I'm on a stage like a bodybuilder. I mean, of course, not just like a bodybuilder, but like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm on a stage with some part of my abs showing. And it's just to give that person like, hey, you know what? Your life isn't done. You're not, obesity didn't take over. You can change. It's going to take you 2 years. It's going to take you 1.5 years. It's going to take you 2.5 years. Who cares? But you know what? It took you 35 to get big. Who cares if it takes you 2 to get small?
Right.
You know what I mean? It's just, you got to keep that motivation. You got to find your why. You got to have that, what's the reason? What's the reason? Like, what keeps me burning? And that's what you have to use as fuel. I use my son. He's who I use every single time.
Yes.
And you'll see the videos. He does videos with me. And we do videos that are amazing. You guys will be able to eat ice cream, cake. There's a bunch of desserts that I do that are all protein, no carbs. So those are also little tricks that I can offer you guys so you guys can survive what a diet is. Because it's, the reality is it sucks. Nobody likes to eat broccoli all the time.
Right.
But if you know that you can have peanut butter chocolate ice cream, and it's like drinking a protein shake, it's amazing. It's fun.
Right. That's why I don't do keto
and you're gonna
diets.
last longer.
And some people do keto diets and this diet and that diet. I don't do those diets. I try to do things that I know that I can do natural so I can continue doing it, because things like that get expensive. So you have to learn the foods that you eat and know how to eat them and what to eat and what carbs and reading labels. Reading labels. I never read labels before, but reading labels, looking at the sodium level, look at the sugar level, things like that. You have to learn those things so that you can know how to eat. You can be able to go into the refrigerator when everybody have this and that. You can grab this and that, and you can eat, certain foods. And that's my biggest thing now. So when is your event? When is your event?
So the event is on October 17th of 2020. and it's going to be held in Atlanta, Georgia.
Atlanta.
So, hopefully everything, because of this whole COVID thing, it still stays on. Just in case if it gets canceled or whatever. I just found out that there's one here in Miami, which is where I'm from, in November. So, one way or another, I'm doing it in October or I'm doing it in November, or I'm going to do them both.
All right. So okay. So what they need to do to enter, and what is the reward? What is it? The winner get a prize, anything, or how that goes?
So, no, to enter, pretty much, anyone that's done some sort of a dramatic change, whether it's either, very obese to being fit, or very skinny to being muscular, or maybe there's a person who had cancer and they beat cancer and got their body in great shape. It also depends on your story. So, basically anyone who has some sort of change can do it. Now, depending on how many people compete, they pick like the finalists. They'll do either like the top 2 or the top 5, and the winner will compete in the world competition, and then the winner of that world competition will come out in a fitness magazine. They'll feature your story. And that's always been like my goal. They don't give you any money or anything like that, but I'm like, man, if I can get what I'm doing out on a worldwide level, be in a magazine, and for people to see it, and go to this fashion modeling show, and all of a sudden this guy was 450 pounds and now he's ripped. Who's not gonna get pumped? Who's not gonna get motivated? I guarantee you want to have muscles, and you feel healthy. Yeah. There's a lot of people who lose weight that want to look amazing. Like, I'm achieving what people dream. I'm doing the hardest thing that anybody can do, not just us obese people. But I'm doing it for that purpose. You guys got to know that no matter how bad you are, there's always a way out of the hole, man.
No matter what.
And I got to prove that to you guys. So the world, everyone is watching, and I got to do it.
So what I said I was going to get with you, I'm going to get with you so we can get together. So what I'm going to do, I just thought about it today because I think I did my last video about it. I was talking about exercise equipment. People buy these things off of TV, the abs and the Air Plus, and different vests to buy. Obese people can't fit those things, so we have to learn how to get around those things, because those things will be a discouragement when you try to buy something. This is for the ab shaker or something. You buy it, you can't fit around your abs. It's really a letdown. So I think I did a video about that in my last video. So what I'm gonna do is I want to get with you, get your logo together, get my logo together, and we're gonna get some T-shirts or some things made so that we can. I got a guy down here that does T-shirts, like a real good guy. A real great T-shirt. So we're going to get the T-shirt together so we can encourage people, those that got into the concert, like the winners or something like that. We can get some T-shirts made. T-shirt, like I told you last time, a T-shirt is not nothing but something to say that you achieved something. It's, just to look at it and see what the meaning is. And you know the meaning of it because you know the struggle that you came from with the struggle. Like my logo is like my logo. I see the owner journey. I don't know if everybody see it, but this is like my logo right here, the owner journey. It's the streets. I don't know if I can see it. But the logo, it means a lot. Like, what that means, it's a street. It's a street with, interstate on it. And like I tell people that the logo means that, you're on a movement. You're moving forward. You see the interstates. You constantly move. You can't sit on the interstate. There's no moving. You got to constantly go somewhere from one place to another. So you're moving forward. You're achieving where you need to go. You're navigating. You're moving, achieving to your goals. And no matter if you go 5 miles or you go 20 miles, you're still not in the same place. So you want to always move forward to a different place, and that's the encouragement that we need, like people like you, people like me, that we're doing it for our hearts because we was that person that struggles. We was that person that went through it. So if anybody know the best of how to navigate out of a struggle, it's you and I, because we've been there. And I'm actually getting that trying what you going to. So I'm actually behind you, asking you, what you got to the red light, did you make a right turn or left turn? I'm trying to follow your pathways, So, and it's great to have you, to share your experience with us. And I want everybody to go follow JC because JC is a great guy. Oh, tell everybody your YouTube channel is Fat Free.
It's Fat Free with JC.
Fat Free with JC. Y'all, we got to make sure we put the link in the description below to follow Fat Free with JC. And they can also find you on Facebook. Yeah, you did Facebook yet? You got the Facebook set up to have people come on?
Facebook is set up. They're all Fat Free with JC. The only one is Instagram that it's fatfree.jc.
Fat Free Dot with JC. So we got to make sure we follow him, support him because he's doing a great cause, and those that want to learn and get educated, because that's what we do on our channel. We motivate you and educate you because we are your biggest supporters, and we want everybody to understand that without a great support team, you can't move forward, and without guidance, you will never know what you're doing. And that's the most two important things about losing weight. So we're not gonna hold you because I know you got to take care of some business today. You got to still life
Okay,
still goes
man. I'm
on.
here for you guys.
Life goes on. So I want everybody to follow him and take care of him and make sure that they see him and see his progress. We're gonna link some pictures up of JC, some before and after pictures. When I saw these pictures, that would made me just jump like, boom, boom. It's like this the same guy. Let me make sure it's not Photoshop because he did a huge transformation. Y'all, you got to see his pictures. I mean, that what made me jump when I saw this picture. Like from here, then he bicepping and things. He in the gym. I'm like, wait, he in the gym doing it. You pause on me again. Huh? There you go. There you go.
For some reason, it's going out.
They don't want us to hear it. They don't want to hear the story. They don't hear the story, but we're gonna tell you the story. Don't worry about it. But y'all got to follow JC, man. He's an awesome guy, man. Great spirit. You know, he's there to help everybody, and I love the help from everybody because I listened. And that's one thing about being obese, that you have to recognize your problem to solve your problem. You got to accept what's going on to move forward, you know. So anything else you want to say, your final words to everybody? We'll end this a little.
No, man, it's very simple. Just stay motivated. You know, my main thing is just, you know, don't lose faith. You got to keep motivated. It's a process. It takes time, but I'm telling you, it works. One day you're just going to look in the mirror and you're just going to be like, what? No. And you'll start crying. I mean, I'm at the point where I can already see my abs, and I never thought that was going to happen. And, you know, I just want to be that person to make people realize, look, you know what, you're valuable, man. It doesn't matter if you feel bad. You can get out, you can do it. So just, you know, find that desire. That's why I did the page. Go to the page. It's free. I'll have things there for you. I mean, I'm not a trainer, but I'm paying a professional bodybuilder to train me for a show. And everything we do is there. So it's like if you were paying for a trainer, I'm giving it to you.
You paying it for them.
Just copy it. Copy it. It's there.
I will. I'll be doing it if they don't do it.
What more help than that?
I'll be doing it if you don't do it. So yeah, hopefully we can. We're gonna come down there because you know Miami. That's my spot. The 305. That's my spot. I saw Miami from day one. I love. I used to have my trucks go to Miami. I used to go. Matter of fact, I used to go to Miami every Monday. I used to go to Miami every Monday from Miami to Florida, to Ocala, all the way down there. From 75 to 85, I ran in Miami. That was my spot running with my trucks down there. So
it's awesome.
I love, man. I always thought about moving down there. I was trying to convince my wife, but I still might do it. I like Miami though. But I wanted to thank you again, JC, and I thank you a tremendous lot because like when I talked to you, I was actually talking to myself, and the things that you were saying was like, man, it makes me feel that I was not the only one going through that struggle. You know, you was going through the struggle with me, and then we start comparing stuff because we actually talked yesterday. Everybody don't know. We actually had a conversation yesterday. No, day 4 yesterday, I think it was, huh? Day 4 yesterday we talked, and then we just because I was in the dentist all day yesterday. But he taught me a lot of things, and it's like I was talking to myself. So that's just like to tell you, you know, you're not the only one that goes through those problems. You're not alone. There's people that go through it with you. It's just that you got to open up and share your emotions, your thoughts to people so that you can be helped. You know,
absolutely, man. Absolutely. And I thank you for trusting in me, having me here, and for reaching out. I mean, it definitely shows that what I'm doing is working.
It's working.
So hopefully with you, we can take it to another level.
We will.
And make sure that everyone gets to see it.
We will.
So, you know, just don't give up. Hard. It takes time, but the process works, man. But until I can, I'm gonna be here. I'm gonna post everything. It's gonna be here for everybody, and you guys can count on me, man.
Thank you again. So we're gonna post this on the podcast too, so we can get a link for the podcast too. So we can put a podcast for those that's driving in their car and they want to hear this or see this. We can have it on the podcast. So we on 7 different platforms for podcasts. Apple was just the last one, and Google. I think Google podcast is the last one. So we from Spotify all down to Apple. We on different seven. We on seven. I think 7 or 8 different platforms for podcasts. So we gonna make sure that the word get out there. And I'm doing these things, and not for money myself. I tell you, like I say, it's not for the money. It's just to help, to reach out and give somebody what I had, the struggle I had. That you want to struggle as much. Know that there is help out there. If you reach out for help, help is only ask. Help is only given if you only ask. So. We're going to continue working with Mr. JC. You're going to see a lot of Mr. JC. Probably I'll be coming down to Miami to see Mr. JC personally because I love his style. I love what he's doing. I mean, it's just exciting to me. And when you get to this level that we're at, it's like a rush. It's the best feeling in the world. Like you got to do it. You see yourself doing it. You hear people saying, you lost weight, you look good. Those like wonderful feeling that you want to hear now. Encouragement words. You're going to hear words from people that say bad things about you. I didn't hear people say to me, he got cancer, I'm on drugs, what else? I'm on cancer, I'm on drugs. Somebody say I died. I did die. I died away with the old me and reborn the new me. So, you know what I'm saying? So those are the things I love to say, my alpha to my omega. This is my new beginning, and I tell people this, my new saying, I tell people that they try to bury me deep down in the hole, but they didn't realize I was a seed. And the deeper they dig, the better I grow with roots and come strong. So
absolutely,
those platforms right there, we're gonna see Mr. JC. I'm gonna get with you, JC. Like I said, we're gonna get with you so I can get with my t-shirt guys so we can get some winners of t-shirts and get everybody t-shirts, and we can try to push this to try to motivate everybody, to keep everybody encouraged to keep doing what they're doing. And I want you to keep doing what you're doing so I can keep watching these videos, so I can keep getting this ad, because it's time for me to go in that gym now and start doing different things in the gym. So I thank you again as well.
You're very welcome, man. And I thank you again for trusting in me. And I'm here, man. Whatever you guys need, any of you guys watching, you personally, whatever you need, I'm there. I answer the phone myself. I text back myself. I'm here to help. I want you guys. I want to save lives, man. I want to save lives.
He really do answer the phone, because I was in the dentist's office yesterday and I forgot. I kind of like dozing out, didn't realize time, and he was checking me, getting me together. So I know for a fact he's very adamant about making phone calls and making sure he get with you and make sure he help you. So I can vouch for that. So y'all look him up, Mr. JC, on his. Tell him your website one more time so you can make sure they get it. We're gonna put the link in the description though.
So I don't have a website, but it's in YouTube. It's Fat Free with JC. On Facebook, it's Fat Free with JC, and then on Instagram, it's fatfree.jc.
Fat Free with JC. Okay, y'all remember, we got to keep following him. We got to keep encouraging him, because this is things that we want to see. So you can see not just one person doing it, 2 people doing it. And when you see people coming together that's doing it, then it's real. You see 2 difference coming from 2 different states, 2 different persons, 2 different persons that had the same identity, thoughts, and sharing the same things, that's going through it together, that's moving together. So it just didn't work for me, it's worked for him. So remember, everybody go to the YouTube page and subscribe to him. Make sure that you subscribe to the videos. Make sure you like them. And we're going to end this video right here.
Awesome.
All right. Thank you again, Mr. JC. I'll see you later. Salute you.
Take care, buddy. Thank you so much.
All right. We're going to end this video right now. Bye.